let us talk about what's going on in the world today, or at least my take of it. For some reason, when my generation grew up, everybody decided that they were going to be offended by everything and think about nothing. That's not a good thing. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm guilty of that too. But everybody's getting all up in arms and offended over shit that people like Donald Trump has said, over things that Roxanne has said. Just stupid shit that has absolutely nothing to do with their daily personal life. And for some reason, because some hotshot celebrity says something, everybody has to get up in arms about it. You got to ask yourself, do I want to be that person? Do I want to be offended by everything and be a crusty bastard my entire life? Because let's be honest, if you spend all of your time being offended by something, and if you're going to be offended by everything, you will never be happy. You got to ask yourself, is it worth it? I find that no, it's not. I could sit around and be bitter about everything all day long for the rest of my life if I wanted to. I'm a very angry person. But it's not worth it. With anger comes stress. You ever ask your parents if they like being stressed? You ever ask yourself if you like being stressed? Nobody likes being stressed. See, I personally think these people who are getting offended by everything are rather stupid. And they're stupid because they find every little reason to stress themselves out, creating a more negative situation for themselves. I think that could be considered a mental disorder, constantly stressing yourself out like that. Yeah, I'm probably going to get some flack for this video, but I don't care. It's just the internet. Now, this is partially why I smoke a pipe. A pipe can be a good problem-solving tool. It's not a healthy problem-solving tool, but it's a good one. Because it forces you to slow down, take your time, taste the smoke, and think. Too often in today's world, No, people don't stop and think. And I'm wondering why that is. Is it because we're too busy? I don't think that's the case. I don't think so. I think people don't stop and think because we don't practice it as a society anymore. And what I mean by that is everything is pre-manufactured for us, and we just go to the store and get it. Throughout history, if you didn't make it, you didn't have it. But that's exactly my point. You got to think about it before you can make it. And people aren't thinking about it. This tobacco's good. This is a local blend from my local tobacconist. I won't say the name of the place. It's just pretty much just a Virginia. It's kind of sweet and smoky. This is my favorite pipe. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing special. It's this little pipe that's made by, I believe, Savinelli. But it smokes good. That's the thing about a pipe. If you talk too long and you don't smoke it enough, it'll go out. It's not like a cigar or cigarette or any of that. You have to really take care of your pipe. That's another thing that's wrong with people nowadays. We don't take care of things anymore. When did it become impractical to take care of things, to wash things, to clean things, to keep things in good repair? I broke the stem on this pipe this week, and I was mad about it. But as you can see, I got it repaired. I fixed it. I went out, I got another stem. Although I do have another pipe that I broke the stem on, that I am going to, there we go, I'm going to make a stem for it. If anybody has good suggestions for what to make the stem out of that won't kill me, drop it in the comment section below. There we go. Now she's lighting up. You gotta ask yourself, do you want to be the same as everybody else, or do you want to be different? Which is why capitalist markets tend to work, because everybody wants to be different. There's also the other factor of it's human nature to survive. It's every being on this planet's goal to survive. Not only to survive, to thrive. Look at insect populations. What happens when there's more water and more food available? You get an influx in the population of the insects. It's same thing can be said about mammals. Look at, let's say people. Look at people. Because there's been a higher availability of food and water, people reproduce faster now than they ever have throughout history. The goal of life is to survive and thrive. And that's why capitalism works. Now, it's not a perfect system. No system will ever be perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. That's just a fact. Because there's always room for improvement somewhere along the line. I mean, that's partially why we have taxes. Doesn't mean I agree with it. But I'm also not going to get offended about it. Well, anyway, I think this video's gone on long enough with you guys watching me. Whoever's watching me. So I'm going to go ahead and say, good night, y'all. Get yourself some good sleep. And if you have insomnia, well, I'm sorry. But try to get yourself some good sleep. And tomorrow, I want you to go out and be the best you can be. Excellent practice breeds excellence. And we need more excellence in our society. We need more excellence in every society. Excellence is what builds a society.